welcome back guys. Welcome to the Science e-learning, right? In grade 6, we've been started with components of food and this is the part 3 video we're gonna see. But let us first revise what have we seen in the earlier 2 videos, right? Earlier 2 parts. In earlier 2 parts, we have seen about components of food. Yes, there are 6 components of food that we have learned, and what are they? Yes, they are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and roughage. Yes, all these are the components of food. They are important for us that we have learned in the second part of this particular chapter. We have seen about water and balanced diet. Yes, why is water important for our body? That we have learned. What is the crucial role of water in the well-being of us? That we have seen. Again, we have seen about balanced diet. Yes, what is the definition of balanced diet? That we have seen. And yes, the 4 food groups from which we should include the food into our diet so that whatever we eat will be called as balanced diet, that we have seen. Now in this part 3 video, we're going to see about deficiency diseases. Okay, so in earlier 2 parts, in initial 2 parts, we have seen about food components. We have seen why are they important, why is balanced diet important for us, that we have seen. Yes, but if we are not going to take any of the food component mentioned earlier, if we are not going to take any of the food component for a longer period of time, suppose we are not going to take only carbohydrates, not for just 1 or 2 days, maybe like for a month long we are not taking, or more than that if we are not taking, what are the harms that is going to cause us, that we're gonna discover into this particular video. Yes, any of the food component, for that sake you say, if you're not even drinking water, what will happen to your body, that also we will eventually discover. So first we'll see about the deficiency diseases, definition of it, and certain diseases that are caused due to the deficiency of certain food components. So first let us understand what is the meaning of the word deficiency. Okay, so deficiency, what is the meaning of the word deficiency? Okay, so the deficiency means, yes, shortage of something. Yeah, shortage of something or lack of something, or lack of something will be called as deficiency. So deficiency means a shortage of something or lack of something. Shortage means something is not taken into the required amount, something is not there into the required amount, that will be called as shortage. Suppose you want some 2 kilograms of sugar. If you want, your mother had said to buy you 2 kilograms of sugar from nearest shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper is not having the enough amount and he has given some 1 kg of the sugar, then that will be called as the sugar that shopkeeper has yes, shortage of sugar. The shopkeeper has shortage of sugar, or we can say that the deficiency of sugar is there into that particular shopkeeper. So the deficiency diseases, deficiency means shortage, because of shortage of something these diseases are being caused. Now shortage of what? Shortage of what? Shortage of the food component in your diet. If you are not having balanced diet, what are the diseases that you are going to be caused? Yes, those diseases, they will be called as deficiency diseases. So first we will start with the definition of deficiency diseases. It's important definition for you. You have to learn it. Okay, you have to learn it thoroughly. Deficiency diseases. Okay, so we'll first start with the deficiency disease definition. So the definition is like diseases that are caused due to lack of nutrients. Due to the lack of nutrients. Lack means shortage of something. Lack of nutrients in diet over a long period of time are called as deficiency diseases. So now here the word important is lack of nutrients. Lack of nutrients. So now what are nutrients? Nutrients are, yes, basically carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, roughage for that sake also you can take. These are nutrients. So no, we cannot consider roughage as a nutrient, because nutrients, not any type of nutrient is being provided by roughage. Roughage is not providing us any kind of nutrient. It is only helping us in cleaning the system. It is only helping in the digestion of the food or throwing the waste out of our food. Okay, so that's it. All right, so the diseases that are caused due to the deficiency of carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals in our diet over a long period of time. Suppose you are not taking proteins for 1 or 2 days, it's okay, it is not going to cause you any kind of disease. But if you are not only taking protein over a long period of time, suppose like 2 months long or some 6 months long, if you are not adding a kind of particular kind of component of food, nutrient into your body, then your body is definitely going to be caused by certain disease, and that kind of disease will be called as deficiency disease, and that type of disease will be called as deficiency disease. So the deficiency disease is the disease that is caused due to lack of nutrients in diet over a long period of time. It's called as deficiency disease. So understood about that? Yes. So these are the lack of carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, minerals which are causing diseases, and such diseases they are called as deficiency diseases. All right, so we're going to discover each one of the nutrient which is going to cause disease. Okay, lack of each nutrient which is going to cause you some diseases, that we're gonna see. So first comes is the deficiency of carbohydrate. First comes is the deficiency of carbohydrates. Alright, so deficiency diseases are caused due to carbohydrate. Basically, what is the use of carbohydrates? Carbohydrates, they are providing us, yes, they are providing us energy. So the carbs provide us energy. So the food items that are rich in carbohydrate, they are providing us with the energy. They are providing us with the energy. So if you are not taking carbohydrate into your diet, what is going to happen? You will not get energy to work, right? You will not get energy to work. So what is going to happen? It is going to, yes, your stamina and your energy, it is going to be decreased. It is going to be decreased. So carbs means carbohydrates, they provide us energy. So the lack of carbohydrate will result into lack of okay, so lack of energy and lack of stamina. If you are not including carbohydrates into your diet, what is going to happen? You are going to suffer from the lack of energy and stamina. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Energy is the ability to do work. Suppose a farmer is there and he's not a farmer has to work in his field for a day longs, right? They start their work in the morning and they end up into the evening, so they have to undergo a huge hard work, right? Wherein they require more physical work to be done. Okay, in fields they do more physical work, or any laborer is there, somebody is working at construction side, they have to lift heavy weights, they to take from one location to the other location, they have to take the weight from one location to the other location. So if such workers, I would say, if they are not taking carbohydrates, what is going to happen? Yes, they will not have energy to work. They will not have energy to work. They will not have stamina to work. Now stamina, what is the meaning of stamina? What do you think? What is the meaning of stamina? Yes, stamina, energy is the ability to do work, whereas Stamina is your capacity to do work, your capacity to do something, stamina, how long you can work or how long you can play, of course, that will be also called as your stamina, right? So you have a great stamina of looking TV, right, watching TV, right? So why? Because you can do it for a longer period of time. So why I'm saying that you are having great stamina of watching TV, right? Yes. So stamina is the how long you can do particular thing, so that will be called as stamina. So if such a guys who are working at construction site or the farmers, they are not taking carbohydrates, they'll not have enough energy and stamina to work. Alright, maybe they'll not be they cannot do their daily task very easily, lifting some bricks by a construction worker. It requires a very hard work, right? It requires the strength, and the strength will not be provided because you will not have the carbohydrates. All right, so that is it. If lack of carbohydrates can give you lack of energy and stamina. Now who requires? Yes, the more carbohydrates, a worker, a hard worker, maybe a laborer, maybe a sports person also. Oh yes, maybe a laborer, sports person or farmer. These guys, they require more carbohydrates than a guy sitting at office and doing his work. Okay, somebody sitting at a chair and continuously working on his computer, that person may not need more carbohydrate rich food, right? Because he has to sit at one place only. He does not need to move from his place, right? So he is not undergoing any physical work, okay? Any hard physical work the person is not undergoing. So he may not require carbohydrates, but the people who are actually doing the hard work, some people that at the construction site digging roads, all right, again I said farmer, sports person, they all need great energy, they all need and stamina also. That is why they reach carbohydrate rich food. So the deficiency of carbohydrates will result into lack of energy and stamina. So what will happen? What will happen if you do not take proper amount of carbohydrates? Yes, the lack of carbohydrates is going to result into lack of energy and lack of stamina. That should be your answer. Is that understood? Alright, so we're going to learn now next about deficiency diseases that are caused by proteins. Yes, so deficiency of proteins we're gonna learn. So we're going to learn of deficiency of proteins. So growing children need more protein in their diet. So who require? First of all, let us understand what protein gives us. Why is protein important as a food component? Proteins, they are called as bodybuilding food. Proteins, they are called as bodybuilding food. We have already learnt about this. Right, proteins, they are called as bodybuilding food. So they are helping build your muscles. They are helping build your muscles. So a person or a child who is growing will require more protein rich food. A child who is growing will require more protein rich food. That is why, yes, first let me write deficiency of proteins. Protein is called as bodybuilding food. Who requires it? Yes, growing children require yes. So these guys, those growing children who are small children, who are going to be younger now, they need, or the people like you, yes, students like you who are still growing, they require more protein rich food. Okay, now the deficiency diseases that is caused due to the lack of protein. Okay, so the deficiency disease caused due to disease disease caused lack of proteins. What is the name of the disease? Yes, it's quite a different different pronunciation is different and the spelling is different. So just listen to me what I'm gonna write and what I'm gonna pronounce. It is KWA, cow. Okay, cow. Shiv, cow, shiv. Okay, cow, shiv, cow. Okay, so the pronunciation is like this. Cow, she, ow, cow, she, ow, cow. Okay, so this is it. Cow, she, ow, cow. The deficiency of protein is going to give us a disease called as Cauchy cow, and this is seen mostly into the children. This is seen into the mostly children. Okay, Cauchy cow, Cauchy cow. Okay, you have to try it little more extra times, 2-3 times you have to try it, and then you will be able to pronounce it and write it. Cauchy cow is the disease that is caused due to the lack of proteins. There is another disease also which is caused due to the lack of proteins and lack of proteins and carbohydrates. It gives us a disease called as marasmus. Marasmus. Okay, marasmus is the disease. Marasmus and Cauchy cow. Cauchy cow is caused due to lack of only protein, and protein along with carbohydrates. So we've been learning of deficiency diseases that are caused due to the lack of proteins. Yes, and that one due to the lack of protein, the one disease caused is the Cauchy cow. Okay, Cauchy cow. The spell is different and the pronunciation is different. The spell is different and the pronunciation is different. So I request you to just please zoom in this thing. Okay, so we're gonna see this particular child shown here in the print or a paper is suffering from the disease called as Cauchy cow. Okay, this is this particular disease is seen into the children. This disease is seen into the children who are not having proper intake of protein, who are not eating protein into their diet. They are suffering from the disease Cauchy cow. Okay, now this particular picture over here shows children suffering from the Cauchy cow disease. Okay, so we're gonna see some symptoms of the Cauchy cow. We're gonna see the symptoms of the Cauchy cow. Symptoms means some things which are showing some in Marathi we call them as lakshane. Okay, so these things which are been seen, certain things which are seen into the particular child, so that we can see, we come to know that the child is suffering from Cauchy cow. Okay, so these are the symptoms. Large pot like belly. If we look at the picture of this children suffering from Cauchy cow, we can see that it has got a large pot like belly. Belly means stomach. Belly means stomach. Pot like belly means, yes, literally like a pot. Pot you must have seen. Yes, it's like that. Okay, so what is the first symptom of Cauchy cow? Is the large pot like belly. We can see the large pot like belly. Stunted growth. Stunted means, the word stunted means stopped. Okay, stopped. Growth is stopped. Okay, it's not showing the growth as per the age. The particular child is not showing the growth as per the age. Okay, whatever the age is of that particular child, he's looking, his height is maybe less. Okay, so yes, stunted growth. Swelling on limbs. Limbs means what? Limbs means the two legs and two hands. Swelling means inflammation. Swelling means, see, if you see the limbs of this child, yes, the feet, especially on the feet, yes, and the hands as well, but more than hands, the swelling is seen on the feet. In this case, we consider both the limbs. Swelling means they are inflamed, okay. That is it, swelling. Skin diseases. Now if we see, certain spots are seen on the face or also on the stomach of the child. That is nothing but the skin disease. That is nothing but the skin disease. Mental retardation. Mental retardation. Now what is that mental retardation? See, we all are normal guys, right? You children are normal, all right? So we know how to behave, you know. We behave properly with the other people. We have certain etiquettes, but certain children, they don't have it, you know. They are not mentally grown up. Some children, they are not mentally grown up, and we call them as mentally retired. We call them as mentally retired. So that is mental retardation. A child suffering from Kwashiorkor or lack of protein can also suffer from mental retardation. Is that understood? And the diarrhea. Diarrhea means loose motion, you know, loose motion. So these are the symptoms that are seen into a child suffering from Kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is caused due to the lack of proteins, right? I'll one more time repeat. Large pot-like belly, stunted growth. So the growth is stopped. The growth is stopped. Swelling on the limbs, if we consider the feet and the hands, we can see the swelling onto it. Skin disease, yes, certain spots are seen. And even the face is also showing some swelling. Okay, and then diarrhea. These are the symptoms of a child suffering from Kwashiorkor. Now, how to treat the disease? Why is it caused? Why is the disease caused? The disease is caused due to the lack of proteins. Now, what will be the treatment for it? Yes, the treatment for it is taking proper timely intake of protein, you know, starting the protein rich diet. Yes, that will help. Yes, so to treat the Kwashiorkor, what can be done? We have to start in time improved protein intake, including protein rich item like eggs, meat, chicken, fish, along with vegetarian food if we are thinking of. Then milk is also going to help. Pulses, legumes, soybeans, all these things, they are going to give us proteins. So yes, if you are starting proteins in early time, it is going to help fight the disease called as Kwashiorkor. Is that understood? Yes. Now next type of disease, which is caused due to the lack of, just a minute, I'll just remove this thing. The other disease which is caused due to the lack of proteins as well as, yes, protein as well as carbohydrates. And what do we call to it? We call to it as marasmus. Marasmus is the disease caused due to lack of protein and yes, a disease caused due to the lack of proteins as well as carbohydrates is called as marasmus. Okay, marasmus. Now, again, the deficiency of protein along with carbohydrate. Here, two components of food, they are in shortage. There is shortage of two types of components of food. What are they? Proteins and carbohydrates. Okay, so the deficiency of proteins along with carbohydrate is called as protein energy malnutrition. Okay, what is called as? Okay, so the protein energy malnutrition, PEM. So if a child showing lack of protein as well as carbohydrate, then it is we called as protein energy malnutrition. It leads to the marasmus. Okay, this protein energy malnutrition will result into the disease called as marasmus. Okay, now again I have that picture to show you of a child suffering from marasmus. This is again marasmus is seen in the children who are below 5 years of age. Okay, the children below 5 years of age, they are frequently seen into the condition of protein energy malnutrition, and then that disease is called as marasmus. Is that understood? Okay, just let me paste the that particular printout. Okay, now this is the picture of a child suffering from the disease called as marasmus. This is seen generally into infants who are below 5 years age and also below 2 years old children. Infants are the children who are below 2 years of age. Infants are the children who are below 2 years of age. Okay, so it is commonly seen into the infants and also into the children below 5 years of age. Okay, a child suffering from marasmus become very thin. Okay, so what happens? The child becomes very thin. As we can see in the picture, the child shown here suffering from marasmus is very thin. Yes, it's very thin. Then what is the other symptom that is shown? Okay, shows slow body growth. Yes, shows slow okay, the child shows slow body growth. Okay, the child shows slow body growth. Then lack of energy. Lack of energy. Again, what is the next symptom? I'm going to discuss all these. Lack of appetite. What is appetite? Appetite is feeling of hungriness. Okay, appetite is feeling of hungriness. That is also seen in less weak legs. Weak legs and mental retardation also. Mental retardation and yes, poor muscle growth. Okay, so these are some symptoms that are seen into the child suffering from marasmus. So what are they? Yes, they are thin, very thin. The child suffering from this marasmus is shown very thin. In this print only we can see that the child is looking very thin. What is that? Shows slow body growth. The growth of the body, because it is not having proper intake of protein, the growth of the body is slower down. The growth of the body is slower down. The growth is not seen as it should be seen in the child of that particular age group, right? So the body growth is slow down. Lack of energy. Again, the child is having lack of energy, is not willing to do any kind of work or any activity. I would say the child is not willing to do. Why lack of energy? Because the disease is caused due to the lack of carbohydrate and protein also, right? Lack of appetite. Lack of appetite. Why? Because the child is not feeling to eat something. Okay, the feeling of hungriness is not there. Feeling of eating something is not there. That is lack of appetite. Weak legs. Now if you can see in the picture, the legs are shown and they are very weak. They are very weak. The child is very skinny. Skinny means thin. Okay, it's not having fats. Is the legs, we can see the bones, right? That is why it is said that the legs are very weak. Okay, mental retardation, like earlier what I said about mental retardation, it is also seen into the marasmus. And poor muscle growth and the growth of the muscles. Can you see the muscles in the child? No, you cannot see them. Why? Because the disease is caused due to the lack of protein, and protein helps into the building muscles. So if a child is not taking proteins only, from where can we see the growth in the proteins? Right? We cannot see, right? So yes, these are certain symptoms that are seen into the child suffering from marasmus. Very thin, yes, like the picture shows. Slow body growth, of course. Lack of energy, yes. Lack of appetite. Appetite is feeling of hungriness or feeling of eating something is not there. Weak legs, legs are weak. Mental retardation and poor muscle growth. These are the symptoms of this thing. Now, how can we prevent these diseases? Okay, the Kwashiorkor also, it is seen into the children. Marasmus, it is also seen into the children. Now, how can we prevent them? What can be done to prevent these diseases to be caused into the children? What can be done? Yes, to prevent these diseases, Government of India has started programs such as Integrated Child Development Scheme, okay, Integrated Child Development Scheme and Midday Meal Scheme in schools, okay. If we have seen in the government schools, they are providing the children with the midday meal, okay, they are providing the children with the midday meal. So it ensures that they are getting proteins and carbohydrates, okay. So from that meal, they are getting proteins and carbohydrates. So government has started with two schemes. What are they? Integrated Child Development Scheme, in short, what do we call as ICDS. This is some scheme launched by Government of India. Name of the scheme is Integrated Child Development Scheme, and other one is the midday meal scheme. Yes, in many government school, the government is providing the children there with the lunch, right? So they did not carry lunch boxes to the school. The government is, yes, providing food to them. So this is for the today's video we have covered. We have covered about deficiency diseases, the diseases that are caused due to lack of carbohydrates and lack of proteins, right? In that, lack of carbohydrates can result into lack of stamina and energy. If you are lacking in the intake of protein, you may suffer from the disease called as, yes, Kwashiorkor and marasmus. These two diseases that's commonly seen into the children. Now in the next video, we're going to see about deficiency of vitamins, minerals, and yes, deficiency of water also. So these 3 points we're going to cover in the next chapter, next video, I must say, and then we'll be done with this chapter. So till then, take care.